Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is having a beautiful day today, you guys. Here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we have so many amazing things to share with you that I'm honestly so excited that I get to share this amazing information with you guys. So, we're gonna go ahead and get started with absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you. Okay, so first things first, welcome to everybody. I'm gonna be waiting a couple of seconds for everybody to start joining the live. That way I can go ahead and start telling you everything that we have to offer here to you guys. So I'm gonna be giving it a couple of minutes. We're gonna go ahead and give it a couple of seconds, you guys, so that way we can go ahead and get in contact. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, I'm gonna give it a couple more seconds for people to start connecting. Here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we have so many amazing promotions going on right now that I'm honestly so excited that I get to share all of this amazing information with you. And here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys, we are coming in hot with all of the things that you guys need to know about, because I'm letting you know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier like today right now for you guys to finally be able to receive your surgery. So with that being said, you guys, one of the things that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it honestly has never been easier like today right now for you guys to finally be able to get your surgery. One of the things that I wanted to mention to you guys as well is that today we're going to be going over all of these amazing financial plans. We're going to be going over the BBL post-op care bundle. We're going to be going over absolutely all of these amazing things that I'm honestly super, super excited that I get to share with you guys, okay? So, with that being said, one of the things that I wanted to mention to you guys as well that is extremely important that we remember is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to be making sure that everything that we have to offer to you guys, you guys know about it, you guys are keeping up with it, okay, you guys? So with that being said, here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we do offer free virtual consultations, and we also offer free in-person consultations. So with that being said, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we have 3 locations of Icon Cosmetic Center in Miami, Florida. Okay, so we have the Blue Lagoon one, we have the Doral one, and we have the Hialeah one. So we have 3 locations here in Miami, Florida. All of our locations are very nicely located. They all have many different pharmacies around them, many different hotels, and many different restaurants, to choose from to eat. Okay, so as I was saying, you guys, one of the things that I wanted to mention to you that is really, really important that we remember is that the surgeons. So in total, we have 9 board certified surgeons, you guys. So in the Blue Lagoon location, which is where I'm currently in right now, we have Dr. Meridian, Dr. Gurani, Dr. Giselle Gurani, and Dr. June. If you're getting to know now who Dr. June is our new surgeon here that we have here now at Icon Cosmetic Center. He's a new member of the Icon Cosmetic Center family, and we're super, super, super happy, and we're super thrilled to have him here. And with that being said, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that every single one of our surgeons are board certified surgeons, you guys. So with that being said, we also have the Doral location, where we have Dr. Porter and Dr. Fisher. And then we also have the Hialeah location, where we have where we have Dr. Tamer, Dr. Zong, and Dr. Hero. Okay, you guys, so with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it honestly has never been easier like today right now for us to finally be able to get our surgery, you guys. So with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to be making sure that every single one of these things that we have to offer here to you guys are, you know, knowing about it. You guys are up to date with us, with everything that we have to offer. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important that we remember as well is that we have iconic dolls worldwide, you guys, okay? So we have iconic dolls worldwide. What does that mean? What that means, you guys, is that when we are, you know, looking forward to getting surgery, and let's say that you're somebody that you live outside of the state or outside of the country, let me tell you that that never put a stop to the show, you guys. That never, you know, limited you from being able to get your surgery with us, because here at Icon Cosmetic Center we do offer free virtual consultations and free in-person consultations as well. So with that being said, you know, if you've been wanting to get your surgery here done with us at Icon Cosmetic Center, you can just go ahead and leave your information right here in this blue folder that you see right here in my left bottom corner. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. Extremely important that we do remember all of this amazing information. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is extremely important that we remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier like today right now for you guys to finally be able to get your surgery. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you guys are doing it. You guys are, you know, keeping up to date with it. So with that being said, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that we have amazing financial plans, you guys. I'm honestly super excited to share with you. Okay, so with that being said, one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is that, you know, you can see right here, right above my head, the companies that we do these financial plans with are Alpha on Credit and Care Credit, you guys. So these amazing financial plans, you guys, you know, give us the benefit of finally being able to get our surgery without necessarily having to feel the need to break the bank while doing it, or, you know, having to put all of the money down just at once. These financial plans, and let me tell you something, these financial plans, you know, people, when I mention the financial plans, people probably think that these are financial plans where you pay $500 a month or $700 a month or $300 a month, you know. But the reality of this, you guys, that it's a lot more affordable than you may believe, and that's what makes this so exciting, and that's why I'm so thrilled that I get to share this information with you, because, you know, this is really a game changer for us. This completely flips the script for us. Every single one of us that wants to go ahead and get surgery, this completely changes the table for us. Okay, so, you know, one of the things that I wanted to mention to you guys is that also when we are talking about getting surgery, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that it's extremely important that we remember as well is that these financial plans are so affordable, you guys. Okay, so let me go ahead and explain to you so you can see. For a BBL, you could pay as low as $29 weekly or $129 monthly. Okay, for the people that don't know what a BBL is, you guys, a BBL is a fat transfer to the buttocks, you guys. Okay, it's a fat transfer to the buttocks and to the hips. Okay, so when we're looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, when we're looking forward to getting surgery and we want to have an enhancement of of our buttocks and our hips. We want more volume. We want more of that hourglass figure. I highly recommend going with the BBL option. You know, I've had people ask me like, oh, like, what are your thoughts about butt implants? Like, do you recommend butt implants? And wholeheartedly, you guys, I do not recommend butt implants actually, because the thing is with this, you guys, that butt implants are not nowhere near as the same or the same quality as a BBL, okay, you guys, because we have to remember that a BBL is your own fat being grafted, okay, you guys. So with that being said, since it's your own fat being grafted, this is something that is a complete game changer, because you know there's people on social media that say, oh, you know, like when you get a BBL, it's gonna feel fake, or it's not gonna jiggle anymore like how your butt does. But in reality, it's gonna have even more jiggle to it now because it's bigger. It's your own fat being transferred to your buttocks and to your hips. So I can understand how, you know, people can get confused, like uneducated people that have never gotten a BBL, or you know, don't really know about BBLs. I can see how people can get confused. But you know, butt implants, you know, are actually gonna feel fake. You know, you might, you know, I've never seen butt implants in person, but BBLs and butt implants, there's a huge difference. So if you've been thinking about enhancing the size of your buttocks, you know, you want bigger glutes, you want more hips, you know, you want more projection, I highly recommend for you guys to go with a BBL. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and explain how a BBL works. So a BBL, you know, a BBL is done with a Lipo 360. A Lipo 360, what it is when we are removing fat, or you know, stubborn fat, you know, however you want to call it, when we are removing fat from our front torso, our sides, you know, our flanks, and our back, all the way up to the bra strap. Okay, you guys, so you know, the Lipo 360, the reason why it's called 360, you guys, and the reason why some people tend to get a little confused on like the name of Lipo 360 is because, you know, 360 is a full circle, okay, you guys, right? So that's exactly how the liposuction would be taking place. It's a full circle of your whole front torso, your sides, and your back, all the way up to the bra strap, okay, you guys. So these are things that are really, really, really important for us to remember, for us to keep in mind. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is equally as important is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier like today right now for us to finally be able to get our surgery, okay? So another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you guys is that we use ultrasound guidance for every single one of our BBLs. Okay, you guys, every single one of our surgeons uses ultrasound guidance. Okay, so the ultrasound guidance, basically the way that it works, you guys, the way that it works is that the ultrasound guidance is meant to be guiding the surgeon throughout the whole surgery. So where they're placing the cannula, where, you know, they are disposing the fat, everything that is going on the inside of the buttocks, they're able to see it, you know, thanks to the ultrasound guidance. So, you know, ultrasound guidance and a BBL, in case you didn't know what neither or where or the correlation between the two, that's what it's used for, you guys, is for the surgeons to be able to you know, see what's going on throughout the whole surgery. Okay, one of the things that I wanted to mention, this is a little going off topic, but one of the things that I didn't want to mention is Cell Saver. I highly recommend for anyone that is planning to getting surgery in the near future, I highly recommend for you to get Cell Saver, you guys, because when we are, you know, looking forward to getting surgery, it is really important for us to remember that we are gonna be, you know, like any other surgery, you know, when you're doing surgery, you're gonna be losing blood. So Cell Saver is actually a machine that purifies the blood that you're supposed to lose, you know, during the surgery. It gets all that blood, it purifies it, and then they put it back right back into your system. The reason why I recommend Cell Saver, you guys, is because I've seen, and you know, many patients have seen, and the doctors will recommend it to you as well, that you feel a lot better. Okay, you guys, you feel a lot more energized because the blood that you were meant to, you know, be lost, it's not lost. You know, it just got purified, and then, you know, it gets right put into your body. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, that is something really, really important for us to remember, for us to keep in mind as well. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is equally as important is that with the Cell Saver, you know, like, you're gonna feel a lot more energized, you're gonna feel better, you know, the next day when you wake up from surgery. So these are things that, you know, we want to be like aware of and stuff like that, and be educated on. That way we can go ahead and you know, get our surgery done the right way, the correct way. These are all things that when we are looking forward to getting surgery, these are things that are good to know. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is important is the day of surgery. The day of surgery, you guys, you're gonna go ahead and make sure that you're showering with antibacterial soap, you guys. This is something that is super, super, super important, and I'm gonna explain to you why. When we're undergoing surgery, you guys, we are gonna be, you know, having incisions being made, whether it's for a tummy tuck. We have to remember that the incision for a tummy tuck, there's two different kinds of incisions. There's the from bikini line to bikini line, you know, that's called the mini tummy tuck, and then there's also the one from hip to hip. Okay, you guys, so something really, really, really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is really, really important that we remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier like today right now for you guys to finally be able to get your surgery. So another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that the day of your surgery, you're going to be showering with dial soap. You're going to be staying away from, you know, body creams, scented body washes, perfumes, and things like that. Okay, guys, you're going to be showering with dial soap your entire body, you know, like how your natural routine would be, but just only with dial soap the night before surgery. Okay, you guys, so let's say that your surgery is at 6 in the morning and you are taking a shower right before, you know, let's say you're taking a shower at 4:30 in the morning, 5 in the morning, or you're taking a shower, you know, that night before the day of your surgery. It is really, really important that you guys are showering with antibacterial soap. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you, that it's important for you guys to have no nail polish. Okay, no nail polish. If you see right now, I have my nails done. So for example, if I was to get surgery tomorrow, I wouldn't be able to have my nails done, you know, painted and stuff like that. Because why? When we are undergoing surgery, you guys, the anesthesiologist is gonna be there with us the entire time of the surgery. And one of the things that is really important for us to remember, you guys, is that when we are looking forward to getting surgery, the way that they see, you know, how our body's doing under the anesthesia is by looking at our nail bed. So the nail bed has to be completely naked, you guys. It has to be completely clean. Okay, so that is something super, super, super important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind. Okay, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is equally as important for us to keep in mind is that when we're looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, we want to be making sure that everything that we're doing is being done the right proper way, the right correct way, you guys. We want to be making sure that everything that we're supposed to do, we're doing it the right way. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you, you have to be on an empty stomach for 8 hours. Okay, you guys, so right before surgery, let's say that your surgery is at 5 in the morning and it's 12 o'clock at night, and you know you're thirsty and you're hungry and you're thinking about eating something, and it's the day right before your surgery, that's a big no, you guys. That's a really, really, really big no. Why? Because your stomach has to be fully empty in order for you to be ready for your surgery, you know, the next day. So, you know, this doesn't mean that you're going to be starving the entire day before surgery, you guys. No. This means that 8 hours before your surgery, you're going to be making sure that, you know, you are not eating, not drinking anything, you know, not smoking anything. All of these things really, really, really matter, okay? So, as I was saying, you guys, another thing that really, really matters for us to know is when we are talking about all of the things that we have to stop doing before surgery. Okay, so there is a couple of things that we do have to stop doing for when we are getting ready to get surgery, you guys, which are the following. You know, you have to be making sure that you're quitting electronic vapes, any kind of smoking, you know, the plant or stuff like that, whatever it is that you smoke, you have to completely stop that, you guys. Or if you're somebody that you like to go out drinking a lot, or you like to have a drink, you know, very frequently, I highly recommend. And when you come in for your free virtual consultation or your free in-person consultation, you'll see that the surgeon will tell you the same thing as I'm telling you now. But so as I was saying, it is really, really important for us to remember all of this amazing information, because the thing is that there's certain chemicals on the electronic vapes that, you know, they are not ideal whatsoever. They're not going to be helping you whatsoever when you are healing through your process. And, you know, I like to go into great detail about everything, so that way we have a better understanding as to why it's not the best choice for us. But as I was saying, you guys, so this for example, the chemicals that are found in electronic vapes, those chemicals, you know, they slow down the healing process of your incisions, of your scars. And, you know, that's a big no-no. Like, when we're healing from surgery, we want to be making sure that everything is healing well, everything's healing at the rate that it's supposed to heal. We don't want to slow down anything. We don't want to intervene with anything. These are all things that are really, 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 really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. So, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is equally as important is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that you are doing, you know, we are keeping up to date with you guys, and that, you know, we are making sure that your labs and your medical clearance look all up to date. You know, I believe it's the day before or the day of, you know, where we're gonna be running a pregnancy test on you, a drug test, and a nicotine test, of course. So, you know, these are all things that are really, really, really important for you guys to remember and for you guys to keep in mind. That way, the day that you're ready to go ahead and leave the old you for the new you, you know, you're more than ready to go and finally be able to get the body that you've always wanted. Okay, you guys, so these are things that are really, really, really important for us to remember, for us to keep in mind, you guys. So make sure that you guys are, you know, keeping up with absolutely everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that when we are, you know, talking about, you're probably thinking, well, for how long do I have to, you know, quit alcohol or smoking, period? You know, the surgeon is going to tell you at least 30 days before, you guys, at least 30 days before. But what's ideal for you to do is, you see how I said the word at least? You see, it's at least, you guys, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna like be right at the deadline. You know, like, you wanna, if you could push it back to 2 months, 3 months, that'd be so perfect. That'd be so great, you guys. So I'm letting you know now, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier like today right now for you guys to finally be able to get your surgery. So make sure that, you know, you are keeping up with absolutely everything that we are talking about right now, right here. Make sure that you are keeping up with us. The sole purpose of these lives, you guys, is for us to communicate with you, is for us to show you how to do things and stuff like that. So with everything that I wanted to mention to you guys, with everything that I wanted to mention to you guys. These are things that are really important. We have to remember that alcohol is also a blood thinner, and you know, we really want to be staying away from anything that thins out our blood. Like I said, nicotine and these other chemicals are things that, you know, we have to be avoiding, you guys, because at the end of the day, this is not going to be helping you whatsoever in being able to finally figure out what it is that you need to do differently. So, you know, like, I'm letting you know now with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center. It really has never been easier like today right now for you guys to finally receive your surgery. Okay, so make sure you guys that you guys are doing everything, keeping up to date with absolutely everything that we have to offer here to you. And as I was saying, for the BBL, you could pay as low as $29 weekly or $129 monthly. Okay, so the BBL, you guys, like I was saying, it's a fat transfer to the buttocks. For the people that are joining the live now, you know, we use ultrasound guidance here at Icon Cosmetic Center. In every single one of our BBLs, we use ultrasound guidance. Okay, you guys, so really, really important that we remember that amazing information. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that with everything that we have to offer here, it really has never been easier for you to finally be able to get surgery. Like, it's 2025. If you have things that bother you, if you have things that torment you, if you have things that don't let you wear certain outfits, don't let you go certain places, don't let you, you know, go to certain places. Like, I'm letting you know now, you guys, with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it has never been easier. It has never been easier like today right now for you guys to finally be able to get surgery. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, that is not the only financial plan we have. We have financial plans for literally every single procedure, which I am super, super excited that I get to share all of this amazing information with you guys, okay? So, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and tell you about the breast augmentation, okay? So, for a breast augmentation, you can pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Okay, you guys, so I'm telling you now, you see these amazing specials, you see these amazing promotions, everything we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center. It really makes it so easy for us to finally be able to get our surgery, you guys. So what are you waiting for? You know, like, don't let time pass you by. You know, these are things that are honestly so amazing and that we can take such great advantage of, you guys. So make sure that, you know, you are keeping up with us, absolutely everything that I'm telling you guys now. So for a breast augmentation, $18 weekly or $99 monthly. And you guys, with that being said, one of the things that I wanted to mention to you that is really, really important for us to remember is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to be leading you towards the right direction. So when we are talking about a breast augmentation, you guys, there is a couple of things that we have to remember. When we're talking about a breast augmentation, there's 3 different factors that do play out in the decision making for when you're choosing the right implant size for you. Okay, so the certain factors that play out in this decision making are the following. You know, is the width of your chest matters, how much breast tissue you have, and you know, the skin elasticity on your breast. All of those things really matter. Okay, you guys, so when we are looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, these things are super important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind, because at the end of the day, let's say that you're somebody that you're an A cup, but you want to get up to a double D, but you don't really know like what is gonna get you there, or you know, when we are talking about choosing the right implant size for us, you guys, this is something that is really, really important, because, you know, we're not going to know how many cc's is going to get us to be there. Like, we're not going to know, you know, okay, how many cc's is going to get us to be there. And that's where the surgeons come in, okay? And that's where the surgeons are going to be able to guide you towards the right direction for the specific, you know, like breast size cup that you want, or the desired look that you want, you know. So these are things that are really, really, really important for us to remember. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is to leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. Extremely important that we remember this amazing information. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is equally as important for us to remember is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you know, you guys know about it, you guys are keeping up with it. And at the end of the day, you guys, we don't have something called, you know, a surgeon's eye. So the thing with this, you guys, is that we may look at ourselves in the mirror and be like, oh, you know, like my breasts have sagged too much, like I could never like get the look that I'm looking for. But the reality of this, you guys, is that you actually can get whatever look it is that you're looking forward to having. It's all about finding the right surgeon, you guys, okay? So in this blue contact form that you see right here, go ahead and put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. Another thing that I wanted to mention to you is that when we're looking forward to getting a breast augmentation, you know, there's 3 different kinds of incisions. The incision on the areola, there's the incision under the boob, which is like right here under the boob, and through the armpit, okay, you guys? So the difference in incisions, you know, every single surgeon has a different way of, you know, picking the incisions and stuff like that. So for the day that you come in for a free in-person consultation or a free virtual consultation, which, you know, you could do it all the way at home, you know, you could go ahead and ask the surgeon all the questions that you may be having right now that are a little more like personal questions for when we are, you know, already in the consultation with the surgeon. Okay, you guys, with that being said, one of the things that I really wanted to mention to you guys is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer you guys, we are doing it, you know, we are keeping up to date with it. And, you know, if you feel like I'm saying a lot of information, you guys, and you're kind of like, wait, hold on, like, how am I supposed to remember all of that? No worries, you guys. Here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we are going to be explaining things to you as many times as you need us to. That is really not an issue, you guys. You know, what is important that I really do want you guys to know about is, you know, just because you're getting surgery, you guys, to say that just because you're getting a lipo, just because you're getting a BBL, doesn't mean that now we're gonna start recklessly eating and stuff like that, you know, because these are things that are really, really important for us to remember when we are looking forward to getting surgery. We want to be making sure that absolutely everything that we're doing is being done the right way. So, you know, there is 2 different kinds of fat that I feel like not a lot of people know about, but it's important that you guys do have like the common knowledge about it, so that way you don't make the common mistake of thinking like, oh, you know, I'm about to get lipo, so I could just eat whatever I want, you know, be super reckless with my food and stuff like that. So the thing is with this, you guys, is that at the end of the day, you are going to be getting surgery. So eating junk food, eating processed foods, oily foods, you know, deep fried foods are not really ideal. Sugary foods, foods really high in salt and stuff like that are not really ideal, because the reality of this, you guys, is that you want to be making sure that you are nourishing your body and that you're catering to your body, you know, that you're giving it the nutrients that it needs to be able to, you know, go ahead and get that surgery. Okay, so these are things that are really, really, really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind. At the end of the day, you guys, we want to be making sure that we are not making these common mistakes, because we also have to remember that when we are looking forward to getting surgery, there's 2 different kinds of fat. There's the external fat and then there's the visceral fat. For the people that don't know what external or, you know, visceral fat means, let me explain. So the external fat is the fat that, you know, we have right here in the first layer of skin right here, you know, on our abdomen. That fat you could lipo. But the visceral fat now, the visceral fat that is it's by the organs, you know, it's deeper. It's by the organs. You cannot lipo that fat. Okay, you guys, like, you cannot lipo that fat because it's right next to your organs. It'd be really dangerous. So what am I trying to say with this, you guys? That this visceral fat, the only way to lose this visceral fat is by exercising. Okay, so it's really, really important for us to remember that we have to exercise, you guys, that we have to keep up with all of our exercises. And, you know, with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys is that just because we're about to get a BBL doesn't mean that now we have to start eating recklessly because we want to gain more weight for our butt to be fatter. No, you guys, 9 times out of 10 is a very rare, I repeat, it's very rare for a surgeon to tell you to gain weight. Okay, you guys, you know, we are not surgeons. We're not board certified surgeons. We are not, we don't have a surgeon's eye. So, of course, when we look at ourselves in the mirror and we start pointing out everything, we may believe like, oh, we don't have enough fat for a BBL or things like that. But the reality is, you guys, that everybody has enough fat for a BBL. That's the reality of this. Absolutely everyone has the ability to be able to get a BBL. Now, I'm gonna be telling you guys what your BMI is. Okay, all I need from you for your BMI is your weight and your height. Okay, you guys, that's all I need in order for me to be able to tell you what your BMI is. BMI stands for body mass index, you guys. Okay, so this body mass index, you know, is to detect how much body fat a person has in their body. Okay, you guys, so BMIs are really, really important, and they do kind of play a really, really big part when it comes down to being able to get surgery or not. The BMI limit is up to 40, you guys. So if you're interested into finding out what your BMI is right now, right here, you could just go ahead and put your weight and your height in the chat. That way I can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we're always going to be making sure that absolutely everything that we have to offer to you guys, you know, we are doing it, we are keeping up with it. So as I was saying, for Lipo 360, you could pay as low as $18 weekly or $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Okay, you guys, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important we remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, you can also combine your procedures, you guys. You could go ahead and get a BBL with a breast augmentation. You could get a tummy tuck with a BBL. You can get Lipo 360 with a BBL. You can get a BBL with a tummy tuck, a BBL with a mommy makeover and a labiaplasty, you know, a breast augmentation with a labiaplasty and a Lipo 360. You know, these are all things that are honestly so amazing for us to finally be able to get our surgery, you guys. So with that being said, the financial plan for Lipo 360, you could pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. So Lipo 360, the reason why it's called 360, you guys, is because the 360 is a full circle, right? So it's a full circle of your whole front abdomen area, your flanks, and your back. So it's a full circle of everything. That's why it's called 360. So the next time that you guys get confused on like, what is Lipo 360? Why is it called 360 at the end? There you have it, you guys. The reason why it's called 360 is because, you know, we are lipoing that whole area. Like, it's a full circle. So it's the whole front abdomen, like I said, the flanks, the love handles, the fupa, and the back all the way up to the bra strap. Okay, so those annoying rolls that we get right under our bra strap will be completely done. Okay, so as I was saying, you guys, For a Lipo 360, you could pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Okay, so these are things that are really, really important for us to remember, for us to keep in mind, you guys. That way we can go ahead and have the recollection of absolutely everything that we have to do, okay, that we have to know about. For a tummy tuck, you could pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly, you guys. Okay, so as I was saying, for a tummy tuck, you know, a tummy tuck is what repairs the abdominal muscle. Okay, you guys, is what does lipo on the flanks. And you know, in case you're wondering, well, why would I need my abdominal muscle repair? The reason to this, you guys, is because 9 times out of 10, if you're getting a tummy tuck, most likely you also need your abdominal muscle repaired. Okay, this can happen from like different events in your life. You know, this is something that is normal. So as I was saying, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys with the tummy tuck. The tummy tuck, the reason why you would be needing to repair your abdominal muscle as well is because this was going to be allowing the outside part of your abdomen to look as flat as possible. Okay, you guys, so that's why the abdominal muscle repair happens. Then, you know, they do lipo on the flanks. Then they go ahead and stretch out that skin. They make sure that everything is looking good, that everything is up to date, and you know, that the belly button looks well centered and symmetrical with the rest of your body. And then they go ahead and remove the excess skin. Okay, you guys, these are things that are extremely important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is equally as important, you know, this is something that is really important for us to remember, is that when we are looking forward to getting a tummy tuck, you guys, this is for people that have excess skin, that have their belly button kind of looking like it's hooding down, or it looks like a sad face. You know, those are all great indications that you will be an amazing candidate for a tummy tuck. Okay, you guys, so with that being said, another thing that I wanted to mention to you that is extremely important that we remember as well is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier like today right now for us to finally be able to get our surgery. Okay, so the tummy tuck, you guys, like I said, $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Please tell me where you're gonna find amazing financial plans like this one. I'm letting you know now, we are coming in hot with lots of new things going on, and you know, we do it with all the kindness and all the love in our heart, because that's just what we do for our patients. Every single one of our patients is a very top big priority for us, you guys. So you know, that is something really important that I did want to mention to you. Okay, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys as well that is extremely important that we remember too is that with everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, it really has never been easier like today right now for you guys to finally be able to get your surgery. So make sure that you are leaving your information right here in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we could go ahead and get in contact with you guys. Okay, so for a tummy tuck, you could pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. For a mommy makeover, you could pay as low as $39 weekly or $149 monthly. Okay, so a mommy makeover, what does a mommy makeover consist of? A mommy makeover consists of a procedure that, you know, is a tummy tuck where repairs the abdominal muscle, the lipo on the flanks. You know, once they're done doing that, they make sure that your belly button is very symmetrical and well centered with the rest of your body. And then, you know, they go ahead and you know, move along to the breast. Okay, so once they're done repairing the abdominal muscle, doing lipo on the flanks, once they're done doing all of these things, you guys, then they're gonna be going ahead and moving with the breast. Okay, so the breast is a decision that you could make. You know, like it could either be a breast augmentation, a breast fat transfer, a breast reduction, or a breast lift. Okay, you guys, so either or are amazing choices. For example, let's say that you're looking forward to getting a breast lift with a breast fat transfer. because you don't want implants. That's completely fine, you guys. And you're wondering, well, can I do that here at Icon Cosmetic Center? Like, can I combine that? Of course, you guys. Of course you can. So let me tell you something else. Let's say, for example, that you are looking forward to getting surgery in the sense of, like, you know, breast lift with a breast augmentation, because you're looking for the most cleavage, the most volume possible, you know. You're wondering, well, can I do that here at Icon Cosmetic Center? Absolutely, you guys, you absolutely can as well. Extremely important that we do remember all of this amazing information that I'm sharing with you now. All of these things that we have to share with you guys are extremely important for you guys to remember and keep in mind as well. Okay, so the mommy makeover, you could also, you know, like combine that procedure with other procedures. Like, you know, you could combine it with a BBL, with a labiaplasty. You know, you could combine it with some chin lipo if you're like, oh, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be telling you guys the areas where are most common to get lipo and the least common ones, okay? So the most common areas for you to receive lipo in, other than the abdomen and the back, of course, is the upper back, the arms, the inner thighs, and the chin. Now, the least common areas, you know, that probably people are gonna be like, what? No way, I didn't know that, because, you know, they're not as talked about as like the other specific areas that I just mentioned. Those are more popular. But, you know, I'm here to let you know now that these other areas also exist. So there is the vocal fat. The vocal fat, you know, is this right here, you know, getting lipo in those areas to kind of define the face, have more of a contoured face. We also have the armpit lipo, you know, like right here. Like sometimes we can get like an annoying roll right here, like at the armpit area between the chest and the arm, right here in the armpit. We can also do neck lipo, you know, which I highly recommend. Like, for example, if you're somebody that you're a little bit bigger and you're already getting chin lipo or vocal fat lipo and you're getting those two together, I highly recommend to also add onto there the neck, so that way your entire face looks defined, and it's not just, oh, your face looks defined, but then your neck looks a little bit thicker. Okay, so I bet you didn't know that we could do lipo on the neck as well. So we could also do lipo on the pelvic area. Okay, you guys, that one's a little more popular. I feel like I see people talk about it more. We could also do lipo in the, like, right below the knee, like this area right here, right below the knee, and the calves as well. Okay, so if you didn't know that, guys, now you know. And by the way, now I'm gonna be telling you guys what is the financial plan for a BBL. I mean, not for a labiaplasty. Sorry, you guys. So the financial plan for a labiaplasty, you could pay as low as $18 weekly or $99 monthly. Okay, for the people that don't know what a labiaplasty is a procedure that is performed on the outside part of the vagina, you guys. So this procedure is performed on the outside part of the vagina with the sole purpose of, you know, rejuvenating the area, taking away excess skin from the labia lips, from the clitoral hood. Okay, these are all things that we would be, you know, looking forward to doing when we are getting a labiaplasty. A labiaplasty, also, I'm gonna give you two examples of who is somebody in their daily life that could really use a labiaplasty. So, you know, for example, let's say when we are wearing pants or shorts or bikinis or panties or, you know, jeans and stuff like that, pants, period. Okay, so when we are, you know, using this and we are noticing that we are struggling because the constant friction of the pants with our with our, you know, vagina, like the labia lips and the clitoral hood. You know, that constant friction, of course, is gonna bother you. It can even like lead to, you know, bigger things. So it's just something that, for example, if I just said something right now for you and you're like, girl, like I relate to that, like that's literally me, like that's the story of my life, babe, I'm here to let you know now that you don't have to keep suffering in silence. You could just go ahead and leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. This is something that is really important for us to remember and for us to keep in mind as well. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is equally as important is that when we're looking forward to getting surgery, you guys, you know, there's another example for a labiaplasty. Remember that the labiaplasty is used to remove excess skin from the labia lips or the clitoral hood. Okay, so let's say, for example, when you're having sex with your partner or whoever it may be, you know, you can't even enjoy your partner, you can't even enjoy yourself, you can't enjoy the moment, you can't even be focused on the moment because you're constantly thinking about what you have going on, you know, down there, and you're very self-conscious about it. So these are things that we do have to be aware of, you guys. These are things that we do have to be, you know, on top of, so that way, you know, these kind of things don't happen to us. And, you know, how are you gonna fix this problem permanently? You're gonna fix it permanently with a labiaplasty, because a labiaplasty, like I was saying earlier, is used to rejuvenate the area, and it's also used for you to remove excess skin from the labia lips or the clitoral hood. Okay, so you could say bye-bye to all those days where you're uncomfortable with yourself, where you can't even, when you don't even want to wear panties or pants, you know, you literally dread the thought of even having to wear clothes. And the reality of this, you guys, is that we have to wear clothes absolutely everywhere we go. Like, we can't go outside naked. So, you know, you probably deal with this kind of thing every single day of your life. So I'm here to let you know now, girl, that with this amazing financial plan for a labiaplasty, $18 weekly or $99 monthly, you're literally unstoppable, and you're one step away from finally being able to be, you know, at peace, more relaxed, not always have to be so tense and stuff like that. Being able to enjoy your partner or whoever it may be, being able to enjoy the fact that, you know, you're wearing pants and panties, you know. So I'm letting you know now, go ahead and leave your information right here in my left bottom corner in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. These are things that are extremely important for us to remember, extremely important for us to remember. Now, for a tummy tuck and BBL, you could pay as low as $39 weekly or $149 monthly. Okay, you guys, so for a tummy tuck with a BBL, these are things that are super important, because, for example, this is a perfect example of how we can combine procedures here at Icon Cosmetic Center. Okay, you guys, so make sure that you guys are knowledgeable of absolutely everything that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center. Okay, this is a perfect example of how we can combine procedures here for you. So another perfect example is the following: the lipo with a breast augmentation. You know, both combination of the procedures combined. You could pay as low as $39 weekly. $39 weekly or $149 monthly. Okay, you guys, so it's $39 weekly or $149 monthly. So with that being said, you guys, those are our amazing financial plans. You know, that's the financial plans that we have to offer here at Icon Cosmetic Center, which are honestly so amazing, with everything that we have to mention here as well. You know, we have board certified surgeons. We have 3 beautiful, amazing clinics with super reliable, super professional staff. We're all working together very hard as a team to make sure that your experience here with us is the best of the best experiences that you could have when it comes down to getting surgery, you guys. By the way, remember that we have 3 locations here in Miami, Florida. We have one in Blue Lagoon, we have one in Doral, we have one in Hialeah. Okay, you guys, the one that I'm currently in right now is the one in Blue Lagoon, and the surgeons that reside in this location are Dr. Meridian, Dr. Gurani, Dr. Giselle Gurani, and Dr. June. Okay, you guys, remember, if you don't know about us, you could go ahead and find out about us. Go to Icon Cosmetic Center on our Instagram. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. Okay, extremely important that we do remember all of this amazing information. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention to you guys that is equally as important is that We do offer free virtual consultations. We do offer free in-person consultations, you guys. And, you know, the surgeons that reside in the Doral location are Dr. Porter and Dr. Fisher. The surgeons that reside in the Hialeah location are Dr. Tamer, Dr. Song, and Dr. Harrell. Okay, you guys? So, with that being said, there you guys have it. There you guys heard it. Make sure that you are keeping up with us on all of our social media platforms, you guys. Make sure that you're leaving your information right here in this blue folder. Put your name, your phone number, and your email. That way we can go ahead and get in contact with you guys. Really, really, really important that we do remember all this amazing information. Another thing that is important for you guys to remember, if you have an upcoming surgery soon, stop drinking and stop smoking, you guys. This is really going to help you in the long run. Okay, you guys, it's going to help you to heal faster, to feel better, for your immune system and your hemoglobin to be in a better place to be able to finally receive the surgery. Okay, you guys, so make sure that you know you are keeping up with us. You are staying tuned with every single one of our social media platforms. Here at Icon Cosmetic Center, we have so many amazing promotions going on and stuff like that, but you gotta be quick. You gotta be quick, you guys, because that's the same way that they come is the same way that they go. So you gotta be really quick. So with that being said, you guys, thank you guys so much for joining the live today. We'll see you back very soon. Stay tuned and have an amazing rest of your day. Stay tuned, you guys. Bye.